quaffing more ale and eating more pie. They seemed surprised to see him. Quiet fell over the hall like a shroud. The drunks sobered abruptly. "Ginevra!" John Lovell bellowed, torn between indulgence and injured pride. "You win the game. Come out." There was a moment when the wind seemed to die away, and the sudden hush in the house grew to become a complete and terrifying silence. It was a silence that seemed alive, reaching out from another time to steal them away. "Ginevra!" John Lovell called again. But this time his voice shook as doubt and fear tightened its grip on him. He marched to the front door, men crowding at his shoulder, and flung it wide. Nothing but blank snow met their gaze. No footprints, no sign of life. Nothing but December's cold moon shining on the empty land. "The lodestar!" Suddenly, John Lovell turned and ran back down the cross passage to the library. Here, his father, a most learned man, had kept those manuscripts and documents so cherished by the monks of the early Minster Church that had stood on the site centuries before. Here was the heart of Minster Lovell, the lodestar, a holy relic locked away in its gold and enamelled box. No one in living memory had seen the stone, no one had dared to look, for it was said to possess miraculous power beyond man's wildest imaginings. The room was as still and cold as the rest of the house, colder, for it felt as though the very soul of winter had set within those walls. The ancient oaken chest, bound within iron bands, that had held the golden box safely locked within, lay open and empty. The lodestar had gone. John Lovell slammed the lid of the chest down in fury. His shout of anguish echoed through the house and seemed to seep into the very stones. The Lovell lodestar was lost, the bridegroom deceived, the thief bride had vanished. Chapter 1. Serena. Santa Barbara, California, present day. Serena stretched out on the sun lounger, relishing the sensation of the last heat of the day against her skin. Above her, a sky of a cloudless azure blue was starting to fade to pale violet in the west. Below her, a long way below, the white sails of the yachts clustered in the harbour. From the kitchen came the scent of garlic and herbs as Polly prepared supper, and beside her on the penthouse balcony was a frosted glass of white wine, whose icy coolness contrasted deliciously with the heat radiating from the tiled floor. Polly came out with the bottle, a chef's apron over her chic black and white swimming costume. She smiled indulgently when she saw her niece, book discarded on the lounger beside her, sunglasses removed, and face tilted up to capture the last rays of the setting sun. "Supper will be 10 minutes. She waved the bottle. "Would you like a top-up?" Serena opened her eyes and smiled. "I'll have some with my meal, thanks." She groped for her sandals. "Can I help? Make a salad or something?" "It's already done." Polly put the bottle down on the little black steel table at Serena's side and sat in the fat, cushioned chair opposite. "You stay here a while longer. You look so much better, hon. You look happy." "Why wouldn't I be?" Serena ignored the tiny shadow that crossed her mind at Polly's words. "This is an amazing place, Aunt Poll." Polly's face eased into another smile. "Better than Bristol?" "Better than anywhere." Serena yawned, stretched. "Thank you so much for inviting me." "You've been working hard," Polly said. "You deserve a break." "I can't remember when I last took a holiday," Serena admitted. "If you hadn't encouraged me." "Nagged you, you mean?" Polly sounded rueful. "I know it's full on running your own business, but sometimes people function better after a rest, and you do drive yourself hard." "That's true." Serena stretched luxuriously again. "You're a wise woman, Aunt Poll." Polly picked up her wineglass. Her gaze